Oh, this is the truth behind the beef with Canibus and Eminem. Eminem versus Canibus, however you want to put it. Both sides tell the story, and both sides leave out a lot of things. And I said, well, here's the thing. When I do these videos, I'm not going to do a lot of these videos on the ones you've already seen unless there's something in those videos that was left out that could be monumental or make a difference. So that's why I would do it. Other than that, it's been touched already, and then it's like, what in the world are we going over it for? There's nothing really too much new to the scale. The only reason why I touched this is because a lot of things was done behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't know that sparked a lot of the stuff, and they kind of like omitted to make themselves look good, So when Canibus first came on the scene, when Eminem said that's the first time he met Canibus is when they invited him out. That's the first time, I guess it's the truth. That's the first time they met, but they've been in the same venue before. During a hip-hop battle. They wasn't like battling each other, but they was in the same event, so they both knew of each other. And Canibus is getting ready to blow because he was working with Wyclef. He got Wyclef signed him to this messed up promotional deal. And at the time, it's great because he's getting all this exposure and he's getting ready to come out. And when they got him, they put him with who else he had? He had Beanie Medina working with him on his album. He had major money put into him, and they tried to debut him on LL's album. And then when that went south, then the Eminem situation, like, it was going south early, but before that, now when I mean south, meaning that the LL thing, beef started cooking, but he was going to drop a song that wasn't second round knockout. A lot of people didn't know that. That wasn't going to be the lead single. I think the lead single was if I wanted to say 100 rounds, but they had no radio songs. And he was supposed to add a radio song, a song that was supposed to be for the... And second round knockout just happened to be the last song that they added basically to the album. And then second round knockout became such a hit, they was ready to drop a video for it. And LL came back with a response right away to second round knockout, and they thought Eminem wrote that song. So when the song comes out, they on the video shoot, and Canibus is like, he's in his army fatigues, and he's sitting over there. There you'll be. Now that conversation went almost word for word like what he said. Like, Eminem was like, man, I want to work with you, real humble, and like, man, you finna blow, because that's basically how Eminem was. He was very humble, and Canibus was large. He had everything going around him. He had all this buzz, and he was like, get to know me first. Him took it the wrong way. But that's just how Canibus is. He's a guy he's a vibe type guy. If the vibe ain't right, he don't feel like doing something. He don't want to feel like doing it at that time. He don't want to feel like he's forced to do it. It's just going to make him mad and put him in a bad mood. And that's not, he's like, working with Canibus is like that too. He'll flip on you in a minute when you like, man, dude, I'm not even going there. And he will flip and go into a defensive mode. Because he has, like, crazy trust issues. I don't know if y'all can relate to that. Some people call it bipolar behavior. everything else, but he got some crazy trust issues. So he don't let people like get too close to him and all this stuff. So anyway, Canibus album flops, don't do well. Eminem's blowing up. You know, the Slim Shady LP is crazy hot at the time, and they were working on Dre's album, the Chronic 2000 and the Chronic 2001, and they was on tour. And here comes they were working on the 2001, but they was on tour doing a Slim Shady with somebody else. I forgot who it was, but he was on tour. And Canibus, they was in the town Canibus was in. He came to the show and met up with Eminem and met up with Paul Rosenberg. There's a couple other guys who was there, but they told him, hey, come backstage. So he came backstage, met up with everybody. They went on the tour bus, Eminem's tour bus they had. And that's when he was like, yo, B, man, you know, I'm sorry about that, man. It was crazy, you know, what was going on. And Eminem was like, man, you know, I'm going through that now, what you did. He was like, yeah, but I saw you, man. You doing good, man. Your album blew, man. You know, you just caught the wind, man, the wave. You know, the stars was aligned for you. You know, it wasn't right for me. You know, and he was, oh, man, you gonna get there. He was like, dude, when you was asking to work with me back then, dude, my head was everywhere, man. Yeah, we'll collaborate. You know, we'll do something. So M said, you know, it's cool. You got it. So once M does that, some time go past, and he's working, he's doing the album he got. He waited till Slim Shady. I mean, it ain't like he went to work and gave him the CD like the next day. Eminem was, they had a stand, they blew up. All of this then did like crazy numbers. And he sent Eminem a track in, by the way. It's like, Canibus sent you a song. And Eminem got the record and he played it, and he's vibing to the beat. And while he's vibing to the beat, he's up there like, you know, like, okay, no. Like he's like formulating like lyrics, like how he's finna rap to the beat, you know, just come up with it in his head. Like he's learning, and Paul was like, I don't know about this guy, you know, no one's touching him right now in the business, and we do this song with him, you know, and I don't know how that's gonna look. And it was like, for real? He's like, what did Dre think about it? And Dre was like, man, it's whatever. You know, that's on you. Y'all want to do the song with him, y'all do the song, but Dre wasn't interested. And that's what Paul was like, I talked to Dre. Dre's not interested in working with Canibus. Period. Like, he has no interest in working with Canibus. So he's like, oh, okay, alright, I guess he, you know, like, they don't want it. So M declined to do a record. Be like, well, maybe we could do another record, like, later on. M said that it was the track. He didn't like the track. This is Eminem's words. He's saying the song is what he didn't like, and that we could do something else. If you got another track, submit another track, and maybe down the road we could do something else. That's not how it happened. He had it like, I can't do the track right now. Like, I'm busy, I can't do it. But let's do something, not now, but like some down the road on your next album. You know, we could do something probably for the next album, but because I'm really busy right now. So he didn't get on the song, and the way it was sent back to him, it didn't come back through Eminem. It came back through management. They sent it back. So who knows how the wording was when it went back through management. Anyway, Canibus is lit because, one, he sent Eminem message after message after message, and Eminem didn't return the messages. Only time he returned it is when he said, "Oh, sorry. Like I didn't get the your email. I just got the one email that you sent before. I didn't get the other one. But yeah, I thought Paul told you. But yeah, we're gonna try to. We're too busy right now. We got a lot of projects we're working on, so I don't have time to devote to it. So we'll do something probably on the next album. Just send me something else, and when you get the next album." So he keeps the same beat, Canibus, and instead of like the lyrics is changed because he sent the whole song over to Eminem. So you hear Canibus part and M jumping in on the track. Because in the song he was big up in Eminem on the rhyme. He changed the entire song and changed the lyrics, and the name of the track now has the hook F you. You know, like fuck you. So, and my goodness, he's talking about LL. Then it switches into him sneak dissing Eminem. And Eminem knew it was about him once he heard the song. And I'm trying to make it look like, oh man, like I barely listened to it. They told me what it said. But no, he went and listened to the song once they brought it to him, and he listened. Like, oh man, yeah, he's trying to diss me. You know, it was certain things in there that were said that the public didn't know that Canibus put on the song. And once he did that, then he knew it was on. I'll sit back in the chair, relax. But yeah, he knew it was on then. So instead of on the Eminem show, he started trying to bait Canibus to throw out his darts, because Canibus in the Source magazine, they got the picture of Eminem, and then there's the other guy that looks like Eminem, and he's holding up the Canibus logo. And that's what he did a promo for Canibus when they was coming out with the CD. They had Eminem hold the logo up, do the promo for Canibus. And then he was like, I was Stan first, I am Stan. And he didn't know, Eminem at the time didn't know what in the world Canibus was talking about. Like, what is this? Like, where is he going with this? Like, he didn't know what the direction was. But for Canibus, this was his last shot at getting back, you know, into the industry. If he go at Eminem and Eminem respond the way he did, then he can get back in the game. But so much was done to Canibus to, like, keep him out, and then Canibus' own paranoia was making him a risk of an investment. So people were like, man, look, that's your guy, man, but I don't know about, you know, getting involved with it because it's not panning out. I can't see this really panning out to be something. So they would pull away from Canibus, like managers and production companies, and he would leave, pack up, and get mad and start arguments, and you ain't do this for my record, and, you know, snapping out. So Canibus was all over the place. And then the album comes out once Eminem had the song, because Eminem already had the song, this song done, that Canibus song. And he was kind of waiting on Canibus to say something so he could drop it, but he kept it off the album, off the Eminem show, because Canibus wouldn't respond. Then he had then on the song he had that, like he was rapping like Stan or whatever, and on the song trying to get Canibus to come at him. And this Canibus started coming at him. And once Canibus started coming at him, man, I mean, there's so many Canibus diss records on Eminem that it was like, oh, you wanted me to come at you, I'm going to come at you. Now you finna get what you asking for. Now, I heard the Canibus diss, and on what Eminem was doing was touching him light to let him know, like, okay, let's get into the battle so we can get to it. And Canibus came back at him. Paul Rosenberg, the rest of the management said, we don't need this. We don't need to be dealing with Canibus. He's not going anywhere. He's a nobody. We don't need to resurrect him to where he's a problem for us. Nobody, he's talking from the grave. Let him be where he is. And that was basically the entire movement. Eminem just strayed away from it and just kind of left Canibus out there. And Canibus had tight rhymes, like always, but he was just left floating in the water. Now, all this attention goes by. Eminem's falling on hard times in the struggle, and Canibus got to the point where he's like, look, man, either your man want to battle me or he don't. He needs to stop bringing up my name. Like, he beat me, and dude, he feel like, man, he can't beat me, and he don't want it. And he know he can't battle me. You know, Canibus is like, dude, we can do this live, and people willing to pay millions of dollars to see them battle. Eminem turned it down, and turned it down. Would not battle. I mean, multi-millions of dollars was going to go into the marketing. You was never going to see a rap battle like that ever again. Now, Eminem was busy. He was doing the Eminem show. He had the 8 Mile movie and soundtrack to work on. He just finished doing Dre Project. Then he got D12 in the middle of all that. So he hadn't had a break. So he was still working at the time. And Canibus, you know, he got hot. Em got hot. So he had to do something. Canibus had nothing but time. But it's the thing that makes you laugh, makes you cry. You know, the thing that made him love him, and that work ethic and being busy. Then when you ain't got time, or you ain't that busy, the other person's busy, it's daytime now. Now you shun them. Now you find a problem. So, like the saying goes, man, it is what it is. Sarah, Sarah. But that's basically it. That's how it started. And the end right now is that they both just walked away. Em had other pressing issues to deal with. He had a full plate. He was introducing 50 Cent into the rap world, and the rest was history. Canibus just got overshadowed by them just continuously dumping over him every time. Even when he went and formed the group and Keith Murray, the Undergods, they still, the industry was just not going to let them win. You know, and that's just the gist of it. They will not let Canibus get into the game and get hot and do anything else. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. And also, please check out the playlist here on YouTube. I appreciate it. It's called The Truth Behind Hip Hop Beats. So, I'm out.